Republicans and Democrats all work together. It is the biggest scam on planet Earth. Like slavery days, politicians want you to fight each other so you can be distracted from all of them. Divide the country, keep them distracted. Republicans and Democrats all work together. It is the biggest scam on planet Earth. I repeat, Republicans and Democrats all work together.
Greetings Chicago, we are Anonymous bringing you an overview of the climate of the city of Chicago as it stands today. It's very sad to say that the third largest city in America has come down to this. From hundreds of people of color killing hundreds of their own, to cops shooting unarmed people in the ghetto areas, to people of color riding over one cop shooting one of their own yet staying silent while they kill each other every day, to corruption in state government and continued false promises. But most importantly, children not being able to live rich and full lives due to senseless nonsense. To each and every single person in a blue uniform that says Chicago Police, to each and every person of color in impoverished areas, understand and know that you are both equally useless to the higher-ups that be. There have been loss on both sides, and guess who doesn't give a fuck about either side? The politicians. Mr. Chicago police officer, can you really tell me that a politician will care if you die and do not come home? You might get a department funeral, at best, if they want to make an example for their own benefit. And Mr. Impoverished person of color, you should know more than the police that hundreds of your people die every day and they do not care. You are both being used by them. They have the power to make your situations and lives better if they chose to. But they do not because it's not in their best financial interest. Speaking of money, in the interest of finance, would everyone like to know how Chicago got this way? I don't like looking into the past because what's done is done. However, we should look back as history tends to repeat itself. In 1982, corrupt lawmakers in Illinois decided to hijack the people's Second Amendment right so they could give their friends and themselves jobs and pensions that no other company would ever give them due to lacking master degrees and many other reasons. The Second Amendment made it very clear that you have the right to bear arms, which means you have the right to protect yourself and others. But corrupt lawmakers hijacked that right so you'd depend on them to protect you, which now meant you'd have to pay for it, and we are paying for it big time. If we look at our country as a social experiment, take a look at Texas. Consider Texas Exhibit A. Texas is 4 times the size of Illinois, yet there's nowhere near the mass numbers of murders, shootings, robberies and crime. Why do you think that is? People in Texas learn at a young age that they can't get away with shooting or robbing someone without getting shot back. When you shoot or rob an innocent bystander, more likely than not, they will shoot back. When you shoot or rob someone in Chicago, they will ask the shooter to wait for them to call the police that they are paying $1 billion for. Bottom line, our lawmakers in Illinois created this mess to create jobs and pensions that absolutely no other company would ever give them, and they are still doing it now. You lazy fat ugly state employees, go back to college, get a master degree, a trade, a skill, you sick ugly insecure motherfuckers. 63,000 state employees receive over $100,000. 63,000 state employees receive over $100,000. Just like Prohibition days, The government made it illegal to buy beer. If they had not done that, wars and killings would have never happened in those days. Go back to college, get a master degree, a trade, a skill, you sick ugly insecure motherfuckers. We are anonymous, we can forgive, but we do not forget. There is enough room for everyone in this city. Operation Chicago, engaged.
Republicans and Democrats all work together. It is the biggest scam on planet Earth. Like slavery days, politicians want you to fight each other so you can be distracted from all of them. Divide the country, keep them distracted. Republicans and Democrats all work together. It is the biggest scam on planet Earth. I repeat, Republicans and Democrats all work together.